it looks like we're getting a live recording here.
Oh, okay.
From a
All right.
from Mr. Craig Lord.
Mr. Craig Lord. Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys. I got the wrong camera on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, dude.
I can see brown skin there.
There we go.
That's a start.
That's tan. That's tan. That's not brown. That's tan.
Yeah. Craig, good to have you on board there, brother. Good to see you.
Can you hear me though? Can you hear me?
We
Can you
can.
turn it
Yes,
around?
Okay.
yes, we can, brother.
I'm just trying to work out how to turn it onto my front camera on the iPhone, and I'm a tech whiz. There, right, front camera.
Oh, here
There
we
you
go.
go.
Shocker.
Oh my
Absolute
gosh.
shocker.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
hang
this
on,
guy
here we
looks
go.
like the cartoon.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
Oh, hang on. I can if I do it like this.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did it. I'm sorry.
Do it again. Do it again.
Sorry, hang on. I'm putting the tripod up. Hang on. Oh.
Someone needs to screenshot this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can you
What a
mimic
shocker.
that one more time, please?
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
Oh! That's the one.
Hey,
That's that guy right there.
look, you even got the
Oh
hair.
my
You've got the
God.
hair on your avatar, right?
It's nice that you actually. It's nice that you actually mention I have here.
There's
Awesome.
hope.
Look, Craig, thank you so much for coming on board. Tell us first, how's the campaign going? What's going on around in terms of Auckland?
True.
It's actually going pretty well. I mean, to be fair, it's early days. I mean, we're only early May. June, July. The official nominations don't happen until July. Everyone at the moment is just blowing smoke and talking about their ideals and their visions and having their rants on social media. The public generally don't pay attention until probably August, September. So it'll ramp up at that stage. I don't want to peak too early, you know. You got to time it right, but it's actually going well. It's nice that the media, the mainstream media, I should say, are actually paying attention this year. Because it is frustrating, not just for me as a candidate, but I think if I wasn't a candidate and I was looking to who I would vote for, I'd be quite frustrated at the limited amount of coverage that decent candidates get. And it is, what's happened is you've got these journos who are in quite privileged positions, and
That's right.
they use that position, unfortunately, to voice their opinions rather than provide the public with a genuine service, and that's kind of frustrating, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep, no, absolutely right. Tell us, so the listener, of course, engaged in a bit of race baiting. They tried to make it so that, you know, it was very obvious to many of us who I suppose are brown that we saw that you were actually putting a cartoon avatar of yourself. So how does it feel to know that the mainstream media, a left-wing magazine, has gone out for race baiting, and is it trying to somehow pit you against, maybe not Efeso, but skin colour against skin colour?
I don't even know. Yeah, when I first saw it, my eyes went back in my head. I go, here we go. I thought this is all gone. I guess not. I guess it still exists.
Right.
So we haven't really made any advances, have we? And I contacted a mate and I said, look, if I had have used a generic image of a meme from Facebook or somewhere that are available online, a GIF or anything, and it happened to have been an angry white guy, would the writer have said angry white guy? No, he would have just said angry man.
That's right.
So the fact that he mentioned angry brown-skinned man started to get my heckles up a little bit. And normally I don't get offended at all about anything. I brush things off pretty easily.
Right.
But this time I thought, hang on, guys, there's some race baiting going on here. And all of my close friends will know that I never play the race card. I'm a New Zealander. While I have a Māori heritage and genetics, I'm a Kiwi, you know, and that's what I've always said. And for this publication to state what they did immediately got me going. And like I say, it's rare. So I emailed them straight away and I said, I'd like to know why this was mentioned. I can't remember verbatim what I typed. I was probably typing in anger. But I did type, and they came back to me and they said, well, we're confused. We don't see where that's written. Okay, so I re-emailed them and showed them the image again, and they rang and tried to make it as though, oh, there was no intention on it. It was just being stating what was there. And I said, but it's more than this. And I really had a go at the editor about it. Then the writer actually came onto my Facebook page and apologized, which, okay, kudos is a good thing to do.
Yes.
But it still didn't really grasp what they'd done. And it's if the generic meme had been, because I'm sure you all know, when you go on to any of these social medias and you go to the GIFs, there's movie clips and all sorts you can pick from. Now, if I had have grabbed an angry GIF of an Asian guy, would he have written "angry Asian man"? I don't think he would have. So there's, for some reason, they've done a race baiting here, and I don't know why. It doesn't compute as to why they would do it, aside from just trying to go for, like you said, that clickbait thing, and it's just so bizarre.
Yep. No,
It's like virtue signaling at a really kind of high level, and they're expecting the normal citizens to not really be able to see the difference between what you're talking about and what is the truth, because they're just trying to say, these racists, and it's wrong.
I think that's what he was going for. I think he was trying to say that I was being racist towards Efeso because I used the caricature of Efeso on there. Now, I said to the editor, this writer will not be stupid. He will know that you can create your own emoji caricature on social media and use that.
Absolutely.
And he would have known exactly what he was doing. Now, they tried the big, no, there was no malice, no intention. There's a misunderstanding going on, which I said to them, sorry, I don't believe you. There was intention afoot here. And it leans towards what the article is about, because as you mentioned, they are very left-leaning. But I know that particular publishing house have already done an article on Efeso, which is fine. They've got every right to do so, and they've done it in Women's Day or Women's Weekly, one of their other publications. Now, logic would dictate that it's probably been paid for, so they will do a big fluff piece, which is why I think he also angled it that way, to make it look like I was attacking the person that they were doing the piece on.
Right.
But trying to do it via race, that's pretty low, and I suppose the best word is amateur. That's amateur hour.
Yep.
I mean, this is the kind of thing, Craig, that you're going to have to be expecting from them to come from different angles, is to try and, bring you down with what you have, because it's just the reality of running,
It is what it's about when you're putting your hand up to run for any elected office. You are putting yourself out there. And without patting myself on the back or any other candidate, I could say about all that, you've got to be brave to do this, because you cop a lot of flack.
Brave or stupid, one of the two.
Yeah, it's. I think it's both actually.
Well, all three of us have run for as candidates, and we're just like, because I think,
and you're going to get the good with the bad, aren't you? You're going to get people who love you, people who are indifferent, and people who just want to hate on you for the sake of it. I'm surprised that it was done. I think he could get away with it because it was, as you've said, brown on brown.
Yes.
Now, if any of those other candidates had to use the caricature like that, you've got them, because that would have been a racist thing. Right. But just when it's with me, and it's kind of like he was clutching at a straw, like, geez, how can I? I know what I'll do. I'll say angry brown skinned man, and make it look like he's attacking the race, and you're right. You got to deal with it. It's the joys of running for politics. But this one got me. And normally, as I say, I don't get offended about anything. But I don't actually think I was offended. I think it was more shocked that a publication of that size with that history would do something or allow something like that to go through. It's like the editors let it through.
Yep, well said, well said. Hey, look, I do want to also, there's a funny element there, all of that sort of stuff. We know that the ram raids are there, we know that illegal firearm crime is through the roof, we know that gangs have exponentiated, we know that the young are now ram raiding through and there's crime waves going on in multiple places. You said here, no, Efeso, we don't need more youth workers, we need more parent training.
Right.
So, what do you reckon? We don't need more youth workers. What do you mean there?
As in, going to these kids who are in trouble, and they are in trouble. To do something like that, they're in trouble for however you want to break down that word. There's something going on that's making them do it. Now, you can have social workers sit down and talk to them, but to me, you've got to go further back than that. You've got to go to the source of where this trouble's coming from, not put the ambulance at the end of the bottom of the cliff. You've got to have something up the top. Now, it is bad parenting, and not always though. Let's be very careful here. Sometimes it's unfortunate that children will be the way they are, and no amount of good parenting can solve that problem. But generally, I think there's a lot of bad parenting going on. So you've got to solve that problem somehow. I don't have the answers for that. I've got no idea about social issues. It's not a specialty I'm good at, and it needs people who are really good at it to find out how to solve this problem. I was speaking to a very good police officer friend of mine. He said it's nothing to do with gangs. They're bored. They're not being mentored by their elders, which i.e. the parents. They are enjoying the notoriety from social media that they're getting because they're bored and they see that it makes them cool. Hence why they filmed themselves doing it. That's the only reason you do it. Why else would you film your evidence of a crime? So the issues are bigger than just having more social welfare workers on the street. But again, that's coming from someone that knows nothing about how to deal with these social problems. It's just an outside opinion looking on, saying, hang on, we've got to go further back here. We've got to solve. It's like a health and safety issue on a work site. You manage the risk, or you remove the risk. You don't wait for someone to hurt themselves, then have the ambulance there waiting.
No, well said. Well said. A great one. Well, look, Craig, thank you so much for joining us for that little bit of a chit chat. We do appreciate it. Look, absolute best of luck for you.
Yeah, we will definitely be contacting you again in regards
no problem.
We want you on a bit of a fiery panel so we might stick all you guys into one room. Liao has bravely put up her hand to be the warden. So
good luck.
But we'll chat to you soon, there, brother. Good luck for the
All
election.
right, appreciate it, guys. Okay, bye bye.
Bless you, Craig.
Bye.